What's up, everybody? It's your boy SOS here doing the worst impression I can of a kid that does gameplay videos on YouTube.
Very specific.
Yes.
And it's your boy Sly Elsewhere.
And we are
the Apocalypse Bros.
And we're back. Do we say that together now too?
Yes.
And we're back.
I'm telling you, the more words I say, the more I get paid. So
that's true. Anthony's been really scrounging up some toilet paper as of late to pay us with, which is good because why else would we do this?
Exactly. He also found some old Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Did he really?
Yeah. So
he didn't even offer me those.
Those are worth like gold.
Yeah, I mean they're made of gold, aren't they?
Yes.
I mean, that's what I always assumed. That's why I never actually played the games when I went to Chuck E. Cheese.
Some of them are fools, yeah.
Yeah.
Buy them and see which one's real.
I didn't even think about doing that because I just kept all my tokens. I never played. Like, birthday parties were a really boring time because they just hand me my handful of tokens and I just pocket them. And then I went home.
You're like,
afterwards.
I'll need these someday.
Exactly. And now I got to remember where I put it. I do remember going off to college, and it's possible my parents sold it. We'll see. I'm still searching for it. It's somewhere around here, I'm sure. It's like buried, maybe. I might have buried it.
Like a time capsule.
Yeah, exactly. I just got to figure out where. I've been looking for like that little plot of dirt that's kind of like been moved around within the last decade or so. So, into the news. We're going to talk about the news. We got some headlines here for you. So, the first piece that I have that I got today, I actually haven't even looked over these. Let's see. Okay, raccoon is just a rearrangement of the letters used to spell corona. Wait, are you serious? Did you know about this?
I have not done...
The word raccoon... Hold on, I'm working it out in my head.
It totally
does.
I always thought it used to have like 2 C's in it. So.
Anthony, you bastard. Are we allowed to say that?
FCC?
Yeah, I think it's allowed.
They're approved, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hey, this is all your fault. This whole Coronapocalypse thing is the raccoon's fault, 100%.
Well.
Oh, wait. Did you say something about 2 C's?
I thought it used to have 2 C's. But I don't think it does.
Okay, we'll do further research in this before we start making claims. We're gonna
spell check.
If it's 2 C's, then it would be Coronac.
Right.
And that doesn't work if you rearrange it.
Corona C.
Yeah.
Maybe that was
Maybe that's a strain.
Is
that the OG strain?
Maybe.
You would think it'd be Corona A.
Right. Maybe that was too confusing.
Science doesn't make any sense.
Corona.
And
then it wouldn't be Corona B because it'd be Coronab.
That's true.
I think Cronac sounds way more dangerous.
That kind of does sound,
I'm afraid of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but
Cronac.
Right.
That sounds like a sci-fi, like, alien name.
It's like what Johnny Carson used to do is Karnak.
Sure.
Let's see here. He gets the envelope and he does that thing and he holds it up to his head.
Karnak.
Yeah, Karnak. And then he says something like, beeswax.
Bees.
And then he opens it up and sees what it says, and then it says, well, he does. He holds it up. He shakes it like that. He says he holds it to his head. He says beeswax, and then he gets the punchline, which is something like, "What comes out of a bee's ears?" And then the thing happens. So that's the old Johnny Carson Karnak for you kids out there.
You just learned me today. Mm-hmm. You can all tell that Sly is obviously an older host than I am.
Old man getting gray hair.
I can see it. I can see it. You got another headline for us?
Headline!
News headline.
Headline of the news.
Reports that we've found the individual that was playing Jumanji that thus set off the chain of events leading up to the Coronapocalypse. We're still waiting to hear more details on that.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then the raccoon thing definitely is unrelated.
Yeah.
Because it's the person that was playing Jumanji.
Well, you would think so.
Just bringing all kinds of craziness into the world.
Unless they brought in the raccoons first and the raccoons started it.
That's true.
Maybe.
I feel like raccoons are somehow intermixed in this.
I feel like
especially after our last episode when we found out like how intelligent they become since the coronavirus.
No, what probably happened? It probably was a raccoon that started Jumanji. Think about it. They always like to steal things.
It got the game out. It started
They
playing.
Just grabbed the dice and they rolled it with their little raccoon hands.
You know, the thing you rolled first was like increased intelligence. It was like a positive Jumanji thing.
We'll have to get Anthony in on this and see if he can double check.
We'll have to get a copy of Jumanji because I find it really rude that Anthony didn't. Granted, we didn't know him before then, but he didn't bring it to us and say, let's... Well, I mean, he doesn't say anything.
Right.
And say, let's play, you know? I would have liked to have played.
I agree.
If it is Jumanji.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably fun.
Something to do.
Yeah, that's true.
It always looks fun in the movies.
The apocalypse.
No one ever dies. It's fine.
That's true. Yeah, no.
Never fully dies.
This is like bad things happen.
Yeah.
But
They make it out okay.
This is a safe word.
Right. Yeah. The safe word. Yes.
The safe word is Jumanji.
Oh, Jumanji.
Or raccoon.
Oh, or
Corona.
It's
probably something like that.
Now I wonder if it was Anthony's fault, or at least raccoons in general. I won't lump him in with the bad raccoons that started it.
Mm-hmm.
If they did, question is, do we go forward with Anthony themed merch?
Have we given out Anthony? It's just he's been making.
No, he's been making it. That's what I'm wondering. We've talked about sending out or getting some Anthony themed merch.
We have been putting some stuff together.
It's true.
We've been doing the work this time.
Yeah. This is too important to trust Anthony. That's with no offense.
And it also was going to double. Some of it was going to double as a present to Anthony.
Double entendre.
Yeah.
Again.
Next up on the headline. So experts, some experts, self-proclaimed maybe, we don't know. They have discovered that a number of essential oils are actually known to cure coronavirus. Now this would include potentially, in theory, again, this is what we're hearing from the experts. It could also cure the Roma Roamers as well, supposedly. Again, some of these oils or scents or whatever the case can include basil, cedarwood, Virginia, cinnamon, clove bud, eucalyptus, juniper berry. Isn't juniper berry from Skyrim?
Yes.
Is that a real thing in real life too?
I think so.
I could have sworn. I know you get it in Skyrim because there's the one guy that's like, yeah, I went to this nice bar and it had the most delicious juniper ale or something like that.
That's probably true. Wine. It's probably like a sour like today.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it is because like hippies name their kids Juniper and stuff. So if you have a kid named Juniper, your parents are probably hippies.
Yeah.
Or were at some point.
Yeah.
Probably went to Woodstock, smoked at Woodstock.
Back in the day.
Had you at Woodstock, probably.
When Sly was a kid.
When I was a kid, yeah. Back in my day.
Back in Sly's day. Lemon, lavender, peppermint. That's my personal favorite. That's how I ward off the Rona.
It works every time.
Rosemary, sage, and thyme. Now that's thyme spelled with a T-H-Y.
You ever get too much time on your hands?
You're not saying, let's just sit around for a little bit and the corona will go away. We all know that's not the case.
No, that is not. Yeah, we don't have time for that.
Now, it is important to note that these scientists, these experts that we mentioned before, now they do hail from research groups such as doTERRA, Young Living, and Thieves. So if you've heard anything about them, I'm sure they're pretty reputable.
Yeah, I believe so.
So... Absolutely. And actually, that kind of kicks into our theme / special guest today.
Special guest?
So we have a special guest here. She actually is an aromatherapist, still practicing out in the world of the Coronapocalypse. So she's here to tell us. She's actually one of these experts from, I don't know which one of these companies or a separate company of her own.
Yeah.
That is a practicing aromatherapist and, again, is making this claim that this aromatherapy can help ward off the coronavirus / like the enhanced Coronapocalypse virus stuff. So she's going to introduce herself.
All right. Hi, Boss Babes. My name is Emily, and I actually have my own business. It's called Aromas for Ronas. And if you would like to get started with your own business today, definitely reach out to me after the show. My starter pack is only going to be $300 if you're still using currency. Otherwise, I will trade you for meats. We could just barter something, work something out, but definitely willing to work with you in any way possible. Yeah.
Wow. So you got like a whole entrepreneurial thing. Now, do the resources that you guys get, does that like help with the research with all these products that you guys make, or how does that work?
Oh, absolutely. So everything that, we sell and that we put out there, we get a lot of feedback from our boss babes, and, their testimonials are just amazing. We've cured cancer, we've cured arthritis, and we definitely believe that we can cure the Rona if only the government would just get out of our way and let us.
Yeah, sometimes the sanitation union can be a little bit, what's the word? Pressy? Controlling, yeah. Just a little bit.
That's what I've heard.
We love them nonetheless.
Right, I wouldn't say that, but that's what I've heard.
I totally get it. Sometimes they're a little hesitant to jump on some of these new ideas and these new treatments.
But that's the thing, it's not a new idea or a new treatment. Big Pharma, they want to have control over everything, and they just want to push all of these vaccinations and medications down your throats. But, essential oils, they're 100% natural, and they're just really good for your body and your mind and your soul. And these are the things that have been around for hundreds of years. If people would just clear their minds and, open themselves up to the possibilities of just natural, pure remedies.
Or moonshine.
That's alcohol.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Does it smell?
Yes.
Does it have a scent?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm sure it cures
Depends.
something.
I mean, you can make apple pie moonshine out of it.
But it's also really good to clean out wounds. You can use moonshine to clean out wounds.
That's true.
Sanitize things.
It's all natural.
That's right.
All natural, yeah.
Because you can't buy any kind of sanitizer anymore. So you got to kind of work with what you got.
Moonshine.
So you keep mentioning this term boss babies. Is this like a gang or faction? Because we've talked about those in the past. Do you guys have like colors? Do you guys have face masks that are designed like we had kind of talked about a couple episodes ago, where you've got kind of like an emblem or something? You go around in like groups and sell stuff?
We don't, no. Boss babes, it's just a name that, we came up with for us. Typically, in this business, it's mostly women, and it's mostly women who are, single moms. They're stay-at-home moms. They're maybe underpaid, overworked, and we just came together as a community, and we call ourselves boss babes because we lift each other up. And you know what? We are bosses, okay? And we go out there and we get it done, and we bring home the money for ourselves. Okay?
That sounds good. It's a good thing that you're targeting the single mothers who don't have any extra income, because they can really use extra income, which sounds like that's a great way to do it.
Exactly. You can do it from home. You can do it, right from your phone. You can do it, you're feeding your baby with one hand, you're selling some oils in the other,
right.
Multitasking, never got to leave your house.
Very true.
Great for social distancing.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect in a time like this, okay? You don't have to go outside. You don't have to put yourself at risk. You can do your Facebook Lives. You can text your friends messages. You can just send them emails. It's just perfect. Social distancing, and then you can just ship off the product. So, you don't have to come into contact with anybody. So it's really amazing.
And what really is a small fortune to get started up? $300, yeah, sure, that's like, $1,000, $1,500 in the apocalypse. But it's such an investment. I think that's the way you have to see it. How much is that in
toilet paper ply?
2-ply, 4 rolls with a pack. If you got a pack, it'd be a 9-pack. Singles would be about 5 to 6 singles.
Okay, gotcha. Just for the conversion,
right?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And the bonus is, you mentioned the social distancing. Even if you do have to go and meet with somebody in person, and even if you do get sick, you've got the medicine on hand, right? All the
exactly
scents and things like that.
Just cover your hands in peppermint oil before you shake their hands. Or
so the way it works is, we're definitely recommending right now, just for the preventative measures, lemon. Lemon works great on the skin. So if you just rub your hands and your face in lemon, you can touch your face all you want.
Right.
With our lemon oil, and that'll protect you from the Rona. Lavender is going to be the best to ingest. So if you're already sick, you can bake the lavender into food. You can put it in your drinks, and that'll definitely get rid of the Rona if you already haven't.
Makes sense. Yeah. Yes.
Minus the getting rid of Rona.
Right.
It doesn't have that effect.
No.
But you can bake it into.
You can bake
like lavender. That makes sense. And you can also use sage and thyme. Those are spices, right?
Yes.
So can I just use my sage and thyme that I have in my cupboard?
No, it's not the same. See, our essential oils, we have a special blend, and they are 100% all natural. And the way that we get those pure extracts out, that's what's actually going to be helping you, not the stuff that you have in your cupboards, unfortunately.
So it's not all the same. Like for instance, if I'm using the eucalyptus, it's not taking away from the eucalyptus that the koalas out there need.
I'm sure not. That would.
No,
not.
Absolutely
okay,
not.
Good. Because that was a concern.
And a eucalyptus, we're actually recommending that you bathe in the eucalyptus, and that's how that would help protect you from the Rona.
Is this something I can mix in my bath, or do I have to buy a bath's worth?
No. You can mix it in with your bath water. Gotcha. We're recommending maybe a tablespoon per bath.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not that bad.
That checks out.
How much does a tablespoon cost?
Well, so for a 4-ounce bottle, it's going to be $85.99. But it'll honestly, it'll go a long way.
Sure.
And these have such substantial shelf life. And, you know, if you were yourself to become a representative, you could make that money back just super quick, you know, and you get the distributor discount. So, you know, just different ways that, you know, you can protect yourself and you can keep yourself in supply.
Is that distributor discount, is that like half off, you know, like 60% off? Like, it's got to be a big discount, right? What's the discount on that distributor?
Currently, so when you sign up, it's going to be 25% off. And then per person that you have in your downline or per sale that you make, your percentage off goes up.
Oh,
Gotcha.
so
it's,
I start.
It's up to you, but there is a cap. There is a cap.
Sure. So
we can't just be giving it away.
Exactly.
So if I start and then I got Sly to sign up under me, and then I got Anthony to... Do you guys accept raccoons? I mean, they're really intelligent raccoons.
No.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, Anthony. I want to kind of douse him.
He is trying to drink one of the bottles that she brought, so...
Yeah.
I want to...
That's probably not for... What do you got?
He's got the peppermint.
He's got... Oh.
You heard it was your favorite.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, I at the very least,
so, he hasn't brushed his teeth in like
finally.
5 years,
Exactly.
This is probably not a bad thing, actually.
No, it's actually a good thing. I appreciate you bringing that over there.
And you can send the bill of sanitation union, too. They'll take care of it.
Yes. Now, you mentioned the term representatives. You know, we mentioned, you know, experts, whatever the case. Like, is there some kind of, like, a certification that you get for signing up or anything like that? Like, how does that work?
So we all go to conferences, and that's how we get trained and we keep up to date on, you know, the newest goings on. You know, we go to these conferences every 3-4 months, you know. In the past, we would all meet up with each other. Now with social distancing, we're obviously going to have to change that up a little bit, maybe do it online, do it on Zoom. But that's definitely how, you know, corporate is able to keep in touch with us and keep us informed and keep us always learning and growing as a company.
Sure. Now, we've used smoke signals before to communicate with some of our guests and such. Have you guys used smoke signals for your meetings by any chance?
We have not had to do that so far, no.
I feel like that'd be a little bit tricky, given that a meeting, there's probably a lot of talking. I mean, this is kind of like a class, right?
Yes.
That's how you get to be an expert in this aromatherapy stuff, is you take all these classes regularly and you have to stay up on the cutting edge of all the research that's being done.
Yeah, it's good to know, too. I mean, that makes me trust it, because, I mean, I bet a lot of people think, oh, they're probably just making this up. But, I mean, with the amount of conferences they go to, they can't be. They have to be experts.
No,
well,
absolutely.
and, you know, for a lot of our new recruits, you know, it's really hard for them to, you know, be able to just cold message people, to be able to just kind of reach out to people and to be outgoing. So, you know, in a lot of our seminars, we'll kind of walk them through, you know, just the basics, the templates on how to message somebody just out of the blue, you know, and get your foot in the door, you know, how to get yourself out there, you know. So there's a lot that goes into these conferences, but every bit of it goes towards just bettering ourselves as a company.
Sure. Wow. No, absolutely.
Now, I've heard some people say, and I don't know if you have, but I've heard that some people have given you the nickname of the Doc, as in the doctor, just DOC. Is that? Can you confirm or deny those allegations?
You mean like her specifically?
Right.
Emily specifically? Or
being one of the lead physicians.
In our area?
Being one of the lead physicians.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Her
Where do you stand on kind of this hierarchy, this, I don't know, what's another term? Like a triangle?
Yeah, like an
angle,
triangle.
like a 90 degree.
It's kind of like if you would take like a rectangle, cut off one of the corners, and just kind of elongate it toward the top.
Yeah.
It's got 3 sides on it. What's that?
I feel like there's...
What are the 3D triangles called? Those spheres?
Cubes. Maybe cubes.
3-sided cubes, I think.
It's like a cube turned on one end, and then you bury the other half. Right. Yeah. That's not. Where do you stand on the
3-sided cube?
Obscured cube.
Yeah.
I stand with the people. You know, I'm out here and I'm just helping anybody that comes to me, you know, wanting a cure, wanting some help. You know, people are scared right now. And I'm just out here offering some comfort and offering some answers, you know.
Now I did see the horse that you pulled up on did have a saddle that was laden in gold. So means you must be doing pretty well for yourself. Now, is that something that others can expect to do as well, or is that really only when you're at the top?
You know, in this business, you get out of it what you put into it. You know, so if you're just out there and you're not putting in the effort, don't expect a lot of reward. But, you know, if you go out there and you hammer down and you send those messages and you go to these conferences and you bother your friends, then yes, you'll be able to have a gold-laden horse.
Awesome.
What about a gold horse?
We're not there yet.
Okay. Science isn't there.
Science.
Yet. Now, do I need to have a lot of friends and family and people that trust me and love me and would never expect anything bad to come
good
out of my
question.
mouth?
Good
do I need
question,
those
SOS.
to succeed in this?
That's the thing. You absolutely don't. One of the things that we promote as a company is we become your family, and your customers will become your best friends.
You know, that's actually funny that you say that, because I was actually just going to say, well, dang it, I won't be able to do this because I don't really have a lot of family and friends to go to for this. But if I'm going to gain family and friends by joining this group, well, that's kind of a win-win, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's people I haven't talked to in like 3, 5, 6 years. So I'm sure they wouldn't be interested, right? There's no point in reaching out to those people.
You never know. You know, if you don't take the chance, it's a missed opportunity.
That's true.
So
opportunity knocks.
Exactly.
But you got to answer the door, Sly.
But it's definitely one of the things that we promote as a company is that sense of community. You know, if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling down, you know, that's something that we bring to the table. We bring that sense of family, that sense of community. We give that to you. So
if I'm feeling lonely or down, which essential oil should I be smelling?
that's a really good question. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's warm.
Yeah.
It's got a warmth to it.
It's just like a hug.
I'm
you know?
really good at this.
It's a hug from all of us to you.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Now, is there an oil that does a big number of things? Something that is just you can use for a wide variety.
Lavender. Lavender. You use lavender for stress. You use lavender to help you sleep. You use lavender just to calm down, to relax. Lavender can be used to rejuvenate, to just kind of restart, reset. Lavender is the be-all of essential oils. It's the staple that you should have, and it's definitely the first one that I would recommend anyone purchasing.
So it's probably the cheapest one then, right? Because it's so well known.
Actually, it's pretty middle range price because it's such a staple.
Sure.
It's just one that you need. It's one that you need.
Supply and demand, SOS. That's what that is.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. Now, on a scale from heavy metal concert to chloroform, how much can lavender help a person relax and eventually fall asleep? Because our producer, Anthony, makes a lot of noise at night, and it would be great to just kind of hold a little something over his nose and have him shut up.
He snores like a wild animal.
Yeah.
That's not a scale that I am familiar with or quite frankly comfortable with. But I would say if your Anthony is having issues, I would take maybe 4 or 5 drops of the lavender essential oil and I would put it in one of our diffusers. Our diffusers are $49.99. And you would just plug that into the wall next to his bed and diffuse that maybe 30 minutes before he goes to sleep, and he should be out like a light.
It's funny you say bed, because he does actually, in fact, have his own
He
bed.
does. It's a little.
I, on the other hand, do not.
Well, he's got that little, like toddler race car bed.
Yeah.
Like the.
I could fit in that if I curled up.
You could.
I'm sure nobody cares.
But he would. Anthony would.
Well, he would care if I took it. I'm
Right.
saying I don't think anybody cares that I don't have it.
No.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention that.
Right.
Now, out of curiosity, have you used any of these essential oils to treat or seen any experience with treating Roma Roamers with any of these oils?
Not currently, but we do have people, higher up in the company that have been experimenting with that and are looking for a cure.
Oh, that's good, because it's become a real problem. I actually saw one yesterday.
Wow.
When I was peeking out the bunker, when I was trying to find some stuff for the Anthony merchandise that we had been talking about.
Yeah.
And I saw one doing its thing, roaming.
Right.
As
they
name
do.
implies. Yeah.
Right.
And so it kind of freaked me out. I mean, I didn't go touch it.
I
didn't
see
get close to it. I don't think it knew I was there. But,
right.
You know, just the fact that it was close to home is kind of nerve-wracking. So
yeah, that's they must be moving in then.
They must be.
We haven't really seen really any around here. So
hopefully these essential oils do in fact do something because we're gonna need it.
We'll have to get someone on that.
Yeah. Or if we join the organization, how hard is it to move to the? I mean, like, how do I get to the top?
Right. How do you become the boss of the boss babes?
Like? Yeah.
I want to be the boss of the boss babes.
There's enough room at the top for all of us. And I mean, that's the greatest part about a company like this. You know, it's built by us for us. You know, it's definitely something that we all collaborate on together. We're there for each other. Like I said earlier, the more work that you put in, the faster you're going to move up and the more rewarding it's going to be for you. But really, that is up to you.
Right. Now, what if I just sign up and have Anthony put in the work?
I don't see you getting very far, unfortunately.
I don't know. He's gotten us a few guest stars.
Yes.
I feel like Anthony can handle it.
Even if you did sign up and just had him do the work, you would still get your entry-level package to help you start selling. So even if you didn't sell anything, you would still have those oils for yourself, for your own protection. So it's a win-win. Exactly.
Right. You'll even have the stuff, even if you don't sell. Well,
that's true.
I mean, there's not really any point in not signing up right here.
Exactly.
Any of you guys out there, you should really jump on this and get in touch.
Now, you mentioned we get a starter pack. What all comes with the starter pack?
So for $300, you get 5 bottles of essential oil. So you're going to get our lemon, our eucalyptus, our peppermint, our cinnamon, and our lavender.
Ooh, the lavender.
I know. That's the absolute best. And again, as we said, it is the most essential of our essential oils.
Wow. For the essential world that we live in with our essential
workers,
it's kind of hard to say that.
Essential employees.
Essential.
And then you also get a workbook that will just kind of help you starting out to build your contact list, getting your feet wet when it comes to multi-level marketing and selling. And then we'll also send you one of our small diffusers. Retail market is $29.99. And that's
it's not as big as the $49.99.
No.
Right.
But you got to move up.
Pocket size.
About half the size.
Pocket size.
Wow.
So then you could go door to door with it to show it off.
Right. Plug it in.
It's not a home version. It's the pocket version.
Plug it in. Let me begin. I came to win.
Exactly.
Step to me. That's a sin.
Yep. And for that price, you also have access to all of our corporate leaders. You know, we are there for you, and they're there to just walk you through every step of the process. You know, and I feel like that alone is worth the $300. It really is, because their guidance and their leadership has just helped me grow so much as a person. And I wouldn't be the boss babe I was today if it wasn't for their support.
Wow. And I'm sure with that starter package, I mean, you get you get conferences for free and everything, right? To grow your.
So the conferences, the price to go to the conferences just depends on how much you've sold. So if you sell enough, the conferences are absolutely free. And then the same with vacations and extra trips and things like that. So
jet skis.
You know, how much you're selling and how much work you're putting in, just really, it's all about the rewards, you know. That's what you're getting back.
Got it. So yeah, the more you sell, I mean, it just goes in every direction.
Yep.
Everything stems off of.
And it's better for everyone, because honestly, we're out here, we're selling this product that we truly believe in. You know, it's good for people and it's good for you. You know, not only are you helping support your own family, you're maybe potentially helping another young boss babe start supporting her own family, and then we're putting out this product that just really helps people. You know, it's natural, it's organic, it's pure, and it helps them in so many ways with so many illnesses and ailments. So it's 100% good all the way around.
Yeah, I mean, our listeners really should get some of this, and then you can just wear it instead of carrying around any weapons to defend yourself from the Ronas.
I mean, if anything, maybe Sly and I will be signed up after this. And if you're interested in purchasing any of these essential oils from us, you can hit us up by smoke signal. It's 3 fast, 1 slow, 3 fast.
Yep. Not to be confused with 3 fast, 3 slow, 3 fast.
Which actually you can use if you want to buy from me specifically, because that is actually SOS.
It's true.
In smoke signal Morse code.
Sly is 3 fast, whatever L and whatever Y is.
That's informative.
What, I'm not Morse.
Looks like I'm going to be making some sales.
Just because I'm old doesn't mean I'm Morse code old. Come on.
You don't know, so it's
not my forte.
That's why I have this nickname, was to ensure that I could get sales in my essential oil company that I'm starting.
He's like, what's the one that everybody knows? Oh yeah,
That's
SOS.
Right. 3 fast, 3, and it's so easy to remember. 3 fast, 3 slow, 3 fast. It's like that really easy invincibility code that everybody knows for that one game. That's like up down, left right, LR or something. Yeah. It's a pattern. It's an easy pattern.
Like whatever the unlimited money is in like GTO.
Yeah. Grand Theft
Organs.
Auto.
OTTO.
I thought it was Grand Theft Organs, where you ran around and you attacked people, knocked them out, and then harvested their organs.
That was GTO 1. Then there was GTO 2, which was Grand Theft Auto.
They had GTA.
Where it was just Grand Theft, and then your guy named Otto that just went around doing weird things.
Yeah.
And then you had GTO 3, which is Grand Theft Otters, where you just went around and stole otters from zoos.
Which you can't do anymore, because now the otters are Hulk otters, and they're incredibly dangerous.
Got a thunderstorm rolling.
We do have a thunderstorm. We apologize for that. Oh, shoot.
Goodness.
Do you have to leave if there's a thunderstorm? Do you need to get going?
Well, that's why she has a gold-plated horse. Gold doesn't actually track electricity.
Oh.
Not like the nickel-plated horses that we ride.
Sure. We should go check on our nickel-plated horses.
They're in a barn with
Anthony, can you go put away the nickel-plated horses? Thanks, buddy. So, do you have any final thoughts? Any final little bits that you wanted to throw out there? Or?
I would just say, if it's something that you're even halfway considering, go for it.
Possibly even 30% considering.
You know, if you have $301, go for it.
It's an investment.
It's an investment in yourself. It's an investment in your future, and it's an investment in a family. You know, we're all gonna be here for you every single step of the way, and in such an uncertain time, I feel like you really can't go wrong with it. So definitely just take the chance on yourselves and your future, and just do it.
Just do it. That's a good motto. That's a good final. Yeah. Awesome. Well, we really appreciate having you on, Emily, and we appreciate you sharing all your expertise and your research, and an opportunity for everybody out there. So.
Absolutely, anytime.
Awesome. So, Sly, what are we gonna send? As soon as she's about to leave here, but as soon as she does, before she does, what are we sending her home with?
Well, I'm glad you asked, SOS. We have found, well, I should say Anthony. He's really been at it this week. He found some jeggings.
Jeggings.
Yes. Now these were jeans and leggings that he actually found, and they were torn apart. They had some red on them. I won't know if they're blood. Won't know if they're just coloring. Possibly some ketchup.
It's best not to question it.
It's best not to question it. You know, I don't know how they got torn. I heard that there was still a leg in one of them, but I won't really question. You know, I don't know if it would happen.
It's not anymore.
I'm sure it didn't happen from the Roma Roamers or anything. Anyway, Anthony found these. He sewed together with his master sewing skills.
He does. He really does.
It's one of his specialties.
It's amazing.
That and smoke signals.
That's right.
So he sewed together and he made a pair of jeggings, and he scrawled into it A-B for Apocalypse Bros.
Nice. Into the butt. Nice.
A on one cheek, B on the other.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's what we have for our wonderful representative here.
Awesome. Hopefully they're your size. I guess we didn't really check on that, but I'm sure they fit.
I'm sure. Everything we've given away always fits.
That's true. Isn't that weird?
It's just amazing.
I mean, we'll go with it. So, awesome. Well, again, we really appreciate having Emily, the aromatherapist expert, on the show. It's a fantastic opportunity. We're going to kick into our final segment of the show before we say goodbye, and that is we're going to do a DIY project.
Survival tip or DIY?
It's DIY today.
It is DIY today. You got DIY. I feel like we're playing with fire
DIY
when
in the
we
mouth.
say stuff like this. Somewhere out there in whatever's left of Urban Dictionary.
So like DIY it actually means.
Oh boy, you guys shouldn't have said that.
Uh-oh. Just so you know, we have no idea what that means as a slang term. It's really do it yourself is what it means. So please don't sue us or Anthony.
And really don't even bring it up in the comments. I mean, I guess you could bring it up in the comments if you want.
You know,
there's so many other things you could talk about in the comments.
Yeah, we have been working on some technology we found in order to try to get an email address out that you guys can email us to. So stay tuned in the next following weeks, and hopefully we'll have one of those for you.
That's right. And if you would like, you can jump over and send us your email address.
Yes.
If you go through Anchor, I believe is one way. Just, kind of follow our sites around, and you'll find a way so that you can essentially subscribe, and then we'll be able to send out emails to you that feature whatever episodes come out, any other promotional stuff that we have, even merchandise, things like that. So keep in the loop for that.
Exactly.
So what is our DIY project that you've prepared for us, Sly?
I am so glad you asked. So today we are doing potpourri.
It's not pronounced potpourri.
Potpourri. No, so it's
pot party.
So it's an original French term, thus the T hidden in there. Potpourri means to smell, I believe.
Okay. Well, that fits in with our theme really well.
Right. So talking about smelling the Coronapocalypse. Now, if you smell the Coronapocalypse, it doesn't really have a great smell. Now,
it does not.
Now, if you live in a bunker for, say, I don't know, with another human and another raccoon, it can start to smell not so great. One of the tough things is finding stuff that smells good. So there's a few things that you can do, and it's interesting. I mean, that we had an aromatherapist here with us that could talk about some of the essential oils. One of the biggest things is making mint potpourri. So you drop in a couple drops of mint extract. You put in some boiling or simmering water, and you take some old dried out flowers and you mix it all in there after it's done, and you got yourself a nice fresh potpourri dish.
Now, let's say I don't have immediate access to one of these aromatherapists and their wares. Are there alternatives to things that I could use? For instance, like if I found a couple of old peppermint candies, could I put those into the boiling water and do it that way?
Definitely. So one of the things people don't understand is you want to melt those down in a saute pan first off.
Oh, okay.
So over an open fire. A lot of us don't have the electricity to run it or the cost. Natural gas is one of those things that with all the issues going on, there's so many open lines. So to have an open gas furnace in your house is really just playing with fire, if you will, with fate. So what you want, if you have an open fire, whatever, the good news is, the peppermint it smells so strongly that it covers up any bad smells, which we've talked about. The bad rotting smells actually attract the Roma Roamers. So,
okay. So you definitely don't want those.
Right. So anything that smells good, you want to have good smelling stuff, really strong mint smells, whatever the case might be. So you can go ahead and saute those in a pan, melt them down to where they're just kind of a thick, minty paste, and then you go ahead and pour those in with about 2 tablespoons of water, and you get yourself kind of a knockoff essential oil type of thing.
And then you just kind of dip the leaves or
the leaves in it and just kind of coat them in it. And then you can have them sit out. So
sure, awesome.
Another great one is coffee beans. So whether you want to use fresh ground coffee, which isn't now, coffee is one of the things that we have noticed really has survived the Coronapocalypse well. I think it's because the plant is a hardy plant. It's in such need to get through just the day, so I think coffee has stayed in well. I mean, we've even talked about one of the gangs that we know about,
with the filters.
The grounders,
yep,
making filters out of it. So another great thing you can do is actually use coffee. So you get some coffee. If you have any extracts, if you have even any sort of cinnamon sticks, any sort of nice other smell you can put with it. Otherwise, you can just do it by itself. But you can make that actually into it. Same thing. Get some dried flowers, some dried leaves. We'll work in a pinch. Something just so it holds that scent, absorbs it, and works well. And let it dry out for a little bit. You might want to cover it up for a while because it's going to be very strong. So cover it up for a while. Let it kind of dry out. Maybe set it in a nice, warm, dry environment. If you have a nice shelter, basement, bunker, whatever the case might be, great place for it. So that's also an awesome place.
You could even use whatever paper you're not already using as a substitute for toilet paper.
Yes.
You could use to soak in that scent and things like that.
If you got that fresh toilet paper, use the other stuff. Use them dried parchment paper, whatever the case might be. So
printing
now,
paper.
One of the last ones here, if you're really a fan, if you love the old, now gone Olive Garden, you just loved walking in there, smelling the wonderful smells, saying hi to the wonderful people that work there, and we're some of the bosses there, just some of the best people. If you just miss that sort of place so much, and you're like, man, I just want to get a feeling of that place. Well, if you have any of the parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme, any of that stuff that SOS you even talked about, could you use that stuff for oils? And as our aromatherapist Emily said, that was not necessarily going to work because they're not the same purity as the essential oils that they offer, of course, which makes sense. So, but if you do have some of those, all you got to do is sprinkle it in, once again, simmering water. It's so easy. It's 2 ingredients. It's your herb, your simmering water. Simmer it down. You break it down enough. You get that soaked into those old grass clippings even. Anything that you think is going to dry out eventually and make a good absorbent for the oil and the water. That is really all you need. So it's really 3 ingredients. Some sort of leafy green material, some sort of herb or some sort of bean, and some sort of water. Some sort of fluid in general.
Fluid.
It could be urine. The urine boils out.
That's
true. It's sanitary. You go ahead and you put your smells in it, and it smells. You could drink it. You could drink it.
Now, I actually like the smell of freshly cut grass.
Yeah.
How would I use that? Can I boil the grass and then also put other grass in there to soak in the smell?
So it's kind of like a tea.
Okay.
It's kind of like, so I don't know if you've ever had matcha tea. It kind of tastes like you just drank like water that came from poured cut grass.
Sure.
So you want to do that. You want to have it very concentrated though. So that's the thing. So you're gonna have
you
to
need
have
less water, more
grass.
Gotcha.
So you're really gonna want to soak it in. Maybe blend it if you have some sort of. Obviously, we don't have really the electrical blenders that was really been used.
But if you have like an old mortar pestle,
you mortar or pestle it. You get it into a nice paste type thing, and then you take a little more water and you boil it down into that. Maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons of water. Once again, not too much, just enough. Pour that in a pot. Let it sit, let it cool down, and then you go ahead and you grab some of your dry flowers or leaves, and then you put that with it. So in this essence, you need 2 of the leafy substance. You need the freshly cut grass, and then you need leaves. Because if you keep the freshly cut grass, it turns into this really sour smelling stuff after a while. So you need to break it down, especially put it on top of some dried leaves or flowers, and then that will really equal your wonderful potpourri.
Okay.
Potpourri.
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 Yes.
We are a guest for our potpourri.
Well, that is definitely a great DIY tip. Again, easy, something you can do at home.
Easy peasy.
DIY.
Lemon squeezy.
That's right. Lemons. Ooh, there you go.
Also another good one.
Easy peasy. Make it smell nice and breezy in your house, and you're all set to go, or your bunker or wherever it is that you're hiding out at from the Roma Roamers and all the other craziness going on in the world of the Coronapocalypse.
Say goodbye to that bunker smell,
and hello to whatever smell you choose. Based on what you have around you.
Very true. So maybe the smell that you have.
And that's obviously important too. It's about what's around you.
Yeah. So that's why I like to give a wide variety.
You're not going to find the grass.
Exactly.
But you might find something else.
Like give you kind of an idea of all the different things. That was a very good idea about the grass. I almost forgot to mention
it's a good starter.
Yes.
If you can't afford or can't currently get a starter kit from the aromatherapist. Whatever the case, we hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow. Like we said before, send us those, get us those email addresses.
Compliment us.
We appreciate that. Leave us a review.
Yes.
Tell us about your experience in the Coronapocalypse world in the reviews that you leave us, because we want to hear about those. Tell us about how maybe we've helped you in the Coronapocalypse, or just kept you entertained. Hopefully, whatever the case, drop us, interact with us. And we'd love to hear from you guys.
Anthony really enjoys the compliments too.
He does too. He also likes back rubs and itches behind the ears.
Yeah, I think there's 5 core things to Anthony. It's garbage, back rubs, compliments, itches, and oxygen.
Oxygen. He really likes oxygen. Especially at night when he's sleeping and he's snoring. It's creepy. It sounds like a human, and then it goes into like a weird dying bear sound. I don't know how to describe it.
It's something else.
It is creepy. Anyways, this has been another episode of The Apocalypse Bros.